Hello, everybody. Welcome to Minecraft map called Packet Delivery Service. So it looks like the objective here is basically we gotta use a little robot in order to push these are packets, not packages, not blocks, packets, because we're on the internet. It's like data. We gotta push them into the place, into the destination. And to do that, we have to write out actions on the lines that correspond to the color of robot, I believe. So like the first level here, right? I think that we basically only have one color, but then we'll have more in the future and we give different instructions, different ones, seems like is the case. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Superset, who recommended this map in the Minecraft map recommendation section on the Discord, said the last two levels are freaking insane and you may or may not want to do them. But there's also an instructional book, but let's just see if we can play it out. So I want to push you into there, right? So in order to do that, we want to go forward, forward, forward 3. So let's try boom, boom, boom. And then I think you can like right click again. Yeah. And you can change what direction it's going, and you can do the same for a turn. Morph and place robot. I might have to read up on the instructions again, but we'll get there. So if we now play this, it needs 5 more. So we got to do that 5 more times. But I think the puzzle is that obviously we don't have enough real estate here in order to manually do that 5 times. So we need to do some kind of like looping sort of thing. So I'm assuming that's the first set of actions, but let me check. Okay, so morph. When placed to change color, can place on code space, place robot, use when placed to change color. So if we go in here, let's find out if we can get more info. You can place commands into the code space to give your robots functionality. Each code block has multiple variants. Once placed, use them to cycle through the variants. That's like us right-clicking to change the arrow direction. The move and turn are pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. Okay, the morph changes the color of the robot and will start running the code for said color on the next cycle, aka go-to statement. Good thing I dropped out of school when I had just started computer science. I don't know what a go-to statement is, but it makes it sound like, okay, morph, it'll like get to the end of what we've just done and it'll loop it, if that's what I'm understanding. You can also use the morph command to have a robot self-destruct. Cool. The place command places a robot of a certain color in front. The new robot will face the same direction as the robot that placed it. Okay, read item tooltips for usage instructions. Got it. So that means, right, I'm assuming if I got this correctly, morph will just loop this thing again. So if we go forward 3, go 1, 2, 3, and then we right turn it, and then we go forward. I think if we loop there, it will do the same thing over and over again. I believe it'll just go boop, 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 and it'll keep looping. Let's see if this works. So we need to do a right turn and then a morph. Maybe that'll work. Let's see. Wait. What? Oh, no. Yeah, no. I see where I've gone wrong. I see where I needed to go forward 1 and then do the loop. Right now he's doing his best. He's doing his best. Okay, no. I gotta one more here. I gotta do one more forward, and then I think I gotta morph, and then we should be good. Right. And then oh frick! I gotta one more turn. This is why I dropped out of programming. Idiot. Okay, you gotta do that, and then we gotta do that one more turn, and then it should be the forward. Yeah. This will be good. This will be good. And then is he gonna? I didn't put down the. What am I doing? I forgot to put down the thing, but I think I had the right idea. I think we're good now. Okay, here we go. I think it's that, and then we loop it again. He's gonna do the same thing, right? Let's go! My little guy is doing work. Don't worry, guys. It just takes a moment. It's been about 14 years since school. So the problem-solving skills, we need to get the rust brushed off a little bit here, but it's working. Let's go. So I'm like, do I win when it gets to 0 left? Does it just say, good job, you're the greatest, you've done it? Hey, level complete, cycles 73, command 7, robots 1, initial 1. He's just gonna keep going. It does say optional challenge, 18 cycles. I did 73 cycles. I figured 18 cycles just meant put 18 cubes into the thing, but maybe that's not the case. I don't know that I fully understand, but it's okay. Oh, I bet you the 18 cycles would be, but he can't go backwards, right? I was thinking 18 cycles would be go back the same way and just go back and forth, but then he'd be pushing the thing back. So, but maybe it doesn't matter because, whatever. We did the freaking thing. We win. GG's. Okay. Level 2, workaround. So I guess the problem here is we can't actually know how much we have to put in until we start it. So let me just do this really quick. I'm just going to initiate this, right? And then start it just so we can see how many we have to put into each, right? 6. Okay, 6. Holy fricks. Right. Okay, so basically what we got to do, is we got to place a robot. And then the thing is, I'm wondering when we place a robot, if it will... Okay, I want to see what happens. So if I were just to do that there, and then you can right click, and then does it change? Okay, the dot inside is what color the next robot's going to be. So let's say I did that, and I put him here, and then I started it. I just want to see kind of how it works. Maybe it doesn't work because there's a block in front of it. So that's an issue, right? So we would have to have it be let me try facing it a different direction and just see. So if we just did you that way, and then we did place robot. Aha. Okay, got it. So that's an orange man. And then we would start running commands here. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Very excellent. Okay, cool. I think okay, whew. This is going to get tricky. This is going to get a little tricky, Dick. Because I need to basically be running loops here. I need to be running loops somehow. I wonder if frickin' heck. Because how do I get it to do a loop when it has to start off facing a different direction to place the other guy, right? It's a good question, actually. Yeah, if I place here and I go forward, will it skate over the blue opening? Will it just not go in? Good question. Let's see what happens. Okay, so yeah, it won't go down there. Okay. Well, that might be good to keep in mind, potentially, possibly. I appreciate this insight. Okay, so we can place down multiple and change their... Oh, my goodness. I was thinking that we were forced to start off with 1. Optional challenge, 1 robot is kind of crazy, though. Kind of would be interesting to do, though. So we don't need to do, robot spawns another robot. We don't have to do that. And the challenge is do it with a single one, which is, if we can figure out a way to figure 8 this, right? Then we might be able to just have one guy loop it on both. Superset says, I suggest avoiding the challenges for now. But what if I want to do it, Honestly, I think just for the... And then what we could do, if we don't have enough, we can morph the color and we can just bring it to the next row, and then we can morph it again in order to bring it back to the start. Let's give this a try. I'm sure I'm going to make some mistakes along the way, but it'll be interesting. All right, so we start there, and we're going to go forward 4, and boop, burp, and then once that's going to put him there. Then he's going to do a turn to the... I guess we could just have him go this way. That's fine. Do there. He's going to go forward 1. And then he's going to turn left. Right? I love the sound feedback. And then he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 forward again. Boop, boop, boop. Uh-oh. Okay, here's where it gets tricky and we have to like do a morph. So I wonder if the best strategy is get to the halfway point in the moves and then do the morph. Or I guess it doesn't actually matter that much, does it? I don't think it matters that much, really. Let's do that, and we'll make him orange so we can go to the next line. And then we'll just loop it as soon as he gets back to here. Okay, so he's good there. And then he goes 1, 2, 3. Then he needs to go forward, left, forward, left. Forward, left, forward, left. And that should put him here. And then he should be able to just loop. So we morph back into white and see how it goes. I'm sure I fricked something up somewhere, but let's see what happens. This will be crazy. Oh, wait for it. Oh, come on. He's so good at gaming, bro. He's so good at gaming. Huge. Now we just have to wait for a bit, but he gets there. I was thinking I wanted to make it symmetrical, but it didn't even really matter all that much. Now, what I kind of wonder is if for next, like future ones, are they going to force it so you have to drop blocks in at the same time or something? Because it seems like you always be able to get it done if you just write out a long enough string of commands to do exactly what you want it to do. So, like, if you don't have to loop it, if you don't have to have multiple, I don't know. Is there no way to speed it up? Oh, there's definitely ways to speed it up if we did multiple robots, but the challenge was do it with one. So I just figured I'd do it, even if it's a little bit slower, you know? So we could have had two probably just running, loops like that, and loops trying to avoid each other. I don't know. The avoiding each other might have been a little tricky, so it makes it a little easier to do it with one in that case. But, oh, is there no way to speed up the guy? Guess not. All right, cycles 180. So we probably did it with like more cycles than we would have. But anyway, all right. We pop off. Let's go. Yeah, we probably don't need all these anymore. Love all the sound feedback on this stuff. It's very nice. Okay, optional 24 cycle 1 to 4. Ooh. Okay. So there's no restrictions on number of robots here. Dude, I bet you there's some really cool and interesting ways to do this where like the instant one guy clears, then another is pushing in a different direction. They're all kind of doing like a braid, but I don't know if I'm smart enough to get the timing without them going into each other, but it would be really freaking satisfying. I don't even know what the 24 cycles means, so I'm just going to avoid it, but okay. How could we do it so they're not running into each other? You know, it might actually be easiest is just have two of them, right? And they're going back and forth. We just got to make sure that they're not hitting each other, right? So we do one there, and then, okay. So by the time you clear, so we got to have this be 2 off. I can't place it on top, though, which is fricked. But if I were to start you there, would that be enough? I guess starting at 2 back actually is good. What if we tried to do it this way, right? And then we're going to have to basically go, oh, but the issue now, though, is a loop is going to not be, I might change the color on this one after it initiates and then have it be on a shorter cycle after. That's probably the better way to do it. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. I do think being 2 blocks off, though, is the play. Unless, actually, yeah, it's going to, because you're going to have to go boom, boom. You got to move twice to get it out of the way, right? Then the question is, it's going to be interesting. I feel like most likely I'm going to end up causing them to go into each other. but we'll see how it goes. So let's just try it basic at first. We're going to do that. And so you're going to be there, and then it's turn, and then it's going to be forward again. It's literally just that. Because literally just that it should get it going back and forth. Let me just play it, right? Let me just play it really quick. Yeah. Obviously, with a long enough thing, I could just have it do those first, and then I could just have it move in a different direction. So there's ways to do this to where it just kind of, kind of defeats the purpose of the whole thing. I am a little concerned about whether they probably are going to collide with each other. Well, let's find out what happens too. And it's just gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, you can edit the arrows to make it go backwards. Oh. Well then. Okay. That's quicker, but honestly, it might not be better for this. We'll see how it is. We kind of want them to. We do want them to be on like the same cycle so they can avoid hitting each other, but I'm just gonna let's see how this goes here. I'm making this more complicated because I want it to be cool. That's basically all there is to it. So if I did that, all right, I should get it to here and then he's gonna turn. But then the problem is, okay, if we have him morph into like that guy, and now he starts going there, boom, boom, and then back to that. Let's see what happens here. Bro, oh my God, he's popping off. He's popping off. Holy frick, he's going. He's freaking doing it. Oh my God, he's freaking doing it. That was sick. We didn't do it in the 24 cycles, but that's exactly what I was going for. That's exactly what I was going for, bro. It does seem like it might actually pause. If it can't move, it pauses and holds the instruction. So I think I was over-analyzing a little bit, but regardless, that's actually pretty dope how that worked out. Okay, sick. Let's go. Alrighty. Next up, Through the Gap. Oh boy. Okay. So in this, what I'm gonna actually probably do is I'm gonna have them just spinning around while one of them goes through, and then they'll have to go back and forth. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to basically like start with one color here, or one color here, and when they get to the end of their path, they just turn into the other color and like repeat, probably. But so basically it'll be one guy is doing the push at the start, and the other is doing the spin at the start, and the other is doing the spin at the start, and the other is doing push after. That's how we'll have to play it. All right, so let's start with you do the push. But I don't know if we have enough commands in this row in order to get it without morphing you midway, but let's see. It's going to be forward. But then, then you have to go around. That's annoying, isn't it? That's annoying. Oh, it'd be crazy, though, to do, like, a handoff. To do a freaking handoff so that, like, you go... Oh, that would be kind of cool. Actually, do another robot here. So you go forward, then you back. Then we got the other guy who goes forward and then backs it up. But then we need a fourth one who's doing the opposite on the other side, which would be kind of gnarly. Maybe I do that. It'd be kind of sick. Let's see if it can work. So do that. It'll make you orange. And then it'll be freaking symmetrical, right? Make you there. And then you can go there. And we'll see how this goes. Because what we can do is we can kind of make these be going back and forth at the same time, sort of. And, okay. So, we'll do one going at a time. So you are going to do forward, forward. And then you can kind of... Can you give it a pause, I wonder? Like, you can hold it for a few beats. Let's see if that works. I just want to try this out. Like, okay, so we do this. Oh, you can hold it. You don't even need to spin it. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right. So in that case, right, let's say we're going to immediately start sending orange after. So orange is going to go forward, forward, forward. How many forwards are we doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not going to be able to... Oh, man. Okay, here's where it gets tricky. We can't just backwards it. Unless we can spin it, but we can't spin it. Oh, that's a tricky dick right there. Okay, we might not be able to do it the way I want. Unless robots can push other robots? I'm not sure if robots can push other robots. Here's a question. Robots push another robot. So I'm going to have you go forward, and then you can just keep going forward and see what happens. No. Okay. Robots cannot push other robots. Yeah. Why can't I spin? The issue is not about being able to spin. Is I don't actually have enough real estate to be able to do it. I think I'm better off using 2 and expanding into different lines than using 4 because the commands are going to be too long for me to be able to. Yeah. Or yeah, just have one robot going through the middle. Maybe. I just have to get the timing on the other ones really well, but that might work. Just have them going all the way back and forth. Maybe, possibly. Could do. Let's try that. We'll have him turn into a different color when he gets there. Yeah, let's try that. I like it. Okay. So in that case, it's going to be forward, forward, and then it's going to be hold. So we might have to... I'm going to split him into something else, right? So I'm going to make you be that, and I'm going to make you be that, and then we'll see if... Oh, no. Let's see. If I have to expand multiple lines on both of these, it's not going to work. So... But we'll see. All right. Oh, it's tricky dick, dude. It's brain teaser. Okay, so you're going to go forward, forward. And then we could just hold it there. But then the problem is at some point I need to go back, right? I need to go back at some point. But anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it there. Then I need you to... Damn. I'm being a little bit impatient because I know that I could do this. I could do this differently by just having one guy going back and forth. But instead, I'm trying to make it all fancy. And it might be hurting me. Because I could just have one guy that's going row after row after row. And it repeats after it gets over here. Right? It's just I'm getting greedy trying to make it go fast. And the amount of time I'm spending trying to make it go fast is going to end up being slower overall to the time in the map. You know? So I might just simplify it. And do it with one guy. Yeah, the issue is I think that the amount of time for this to cycle, for this one to go back and forth, is more than the real estate on one line. And so these ones would have to, have more time of just pausing in place. And yeah, unless I could like have it continue across after that takes it and just have it going back and forth itself. But I don't think it'll be on the same period. So, nah, it's just going to be easier to do one repeating cycle that goes across a couple lines. Might not be the most efficient, but I know it'll work, at least. If I had more real estate on each line, we could absolutely have, like, ones going in symmetry and parallel, but... okay, so that's going to be forward, forward. And then he's got to go sideways, forward. We don't even need to do spins, probably, do we? I don't think we do. So then it's going to be left, and then forward, and then just right. A lot of rights. Let me just make sure that this actually works. Yeah, okay. So that's cool. And then this will continue on to the next line. And it's going to be... Let's just see how far that is. All right, we need it to go... So that... God, 6 times... It's going to take like 10 years for this to happen, isn't it? Oh, man. It really is. I'm trying to think if, like, alternatively, we could just have another one go at the same... We might be able to have another one go at the same time. If I can get you into this position, we might be able to start the next one quicker, maybe, and have like 2 of them going at a time, perhaps. Problem is, you do have to wait. Like, while one is in here, you can't have the other going the other direction, so it's going to be slow regardless, which is a bit annoying. But anyway, on to the so, oh yeah, I need to make you morph. Frick, so you're going to go orange, and then it's just going to be more rights. And then like that, I think. Too far. Okay, and then after it gets there, you can basically... just come over to here. And then... I don't know. Do I have another guy who starts? And actually, okay, if I had another guy who starts here, I could be bringing both of I could speed it up, potentially. If I can do it in... Yeah. And then just inverse and have this thing start a little bit later. I might be able to get it, possibly, maybe, perhaps. Oh, but it's going to take such a long time on the pause. It might not work. I might just have to do it with one, which is very, very pooage, if you ask me. Okay, anyways, yeah, you're going to get to there, and then he's going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we do have him spin so that we can just do a repeat of the same thing. So it'll be right, forward, right. I think that should... Oh, wait, no, but I need to get the freaking thing into the... Oh, man. No, that's not it. Let me just see if I... Let me see if I got the movement right. But yeah, this isn't going to get pushed in. I need to get it pushed in, which is a little bit fricked. That gets in there. And then I could do a loop. But of course, the problem is that's not going in. And there's no... What if I had a guy who's like just going back and forth here? What if I just had a guy who's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, maybe? And this could repeat, but the problem is then if we have that guy going back and forth, then it's gonna push that into the... freaking... I'm just going to have him push it in and then go retrieve, I guess. Probably. Maybe. Or maybe it'll work. Maybe it will work. Hold on. If I had another robot and all it's doing is going, like, back and forth. Like, that's all it's doing. What happens? Let's find out. So I'm just going to have you... Don't want that. I'm just going to have you do this. And then if I had you do a morph back into white, and you, on the other hand, are just forward, forward. That's all you got to do. And then backwards, backwards. But it might frick things up. We'll see. And then loop. Here goes nothing. That's not going to help. Okay. But we might be able... Do we give it... No, it's just really interfered with things quite badly, having that there. It's interfered quite badly with things. Okay. Yeah. So that's going to be too hard to time because we'd need to have it on at least common multiple with the other one. And we don't want that. Okay. Freaking balls. So instead, I'm just going to keep doing the whole thing with one. Just going to keep doing it. All right. It's going to be great. So goodbye to this. And then I know people are going to be like, oh, start with it in the orange place. Man, I guess I could. So you think I should go forward, forward, back, back, over? I guess we could try. Let's see. But I still don't think that it's going to... I still don't think it's going to work. Right? Let me see. Because, like, how much is this? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11... 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So if we did it on a period of 4, it might actually work, but I don't know if we can do it on a period of 4. And if we started it here, go back, back, forward, forward, maybe? We can try that. I still don't think it's going to work, but Whoops. Let's see. Okie dokie. Oh? Oh, you freaking idiot! Wait. Why didn't it... What the... What the frick is happening? Oh, God. Oh, God, it's a disaster. What's happening? Okay. Well, I don't know why it went weird. I'm just going to say frick it and do it with one. Oh, boy. Well, it was fun while we tried it. You think it needs to wait one before pushing? If you insist. Okay, here you go. See if this works. We're really determined to do this freaking silly maneuver, but anyway. Here it goes again. Nope. That frick. Hey, that ain't it either. Oh, what a mess. That's just quite bad. All right, here we go again. That goes in. Nope. It's getting fricked. There's no way to time this. I gotta just do it with one, bro. I gotta just do it with one. I think I've got all the moves played out here. And now we just send it back to the start. Okay. We're doing it with one. This timing, this is crazy. I might have messed something up, but we'll see. Fingers crossed, not the case. But all right, here we go. Push it back. Yep. Then forward. Right. Spin it around. Spin it around. Spin it around, and back to first position. It's gonna go. Just gonna take a moment. Look, I'm sure that there's some computer programmer out there who's watching this. And they're like, you could, God, you could have done that so much more efficiently where you were timing it so that it is only going back and forth. And there's probably a way. Sure there is, but my brain couldn't get the timings right so that the robots themselves aren't hitting into each other and making their own lives way more difficult. Because, like, they have to be on the same duration of cycle and out of each other's way, or, on a half duration of a cycle or something like that. They need to least common multiple each other and be out of each other's ways. So it's working, at least. You can always do it with one as long as you just use a long enough command thing. And now we just wait for it to go through. All right, and we got our final yellow going in. And now bring it on back. Oh, you can create delays. Yeah, but the problem is you might not have enough real estate to do the loop. Cycles 314. What was the there was no secret challenge on this one. So we did it. Super duper. All right, GG's level 5. Barely possible. When you say barely possible, how many do you need in each thing? That's what I want to know. 6 in each. Okie dokie. I see. And the goal, well, I mean, I'm sure you could just really easily do this by... Oh, wait, no. Because you need it to be in different ones. So how do you do that? You'd have to have one guy doing a loop where he goes 1, 2, 3... and then repeats, but you need 2 of those. Ooh, this is going to be tricky. Okay, so Superset said that these last 2 levels are freaking insane. Let's try, what even is that? What? Huh? How do you even do, what, like 6 of each? But each one's going to respawn when you push it away, is it not? I gotta just, I'm getting a little distracted. Wait. Oh, I can't place down a robot probably because I haven't done the previous level. Or no. I can. Wait a minute. So if I were to just do like forward, right? Is it going to respawn a new one? Oh, it's only going to respawn once it puts it in. Wait, when you put it in, does it respawn all of the pinks? I wonder. That's kind of crazy. That might be beyond my comprehension. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I got that one in me. TBH. Okay, so here's a real brain teaser. If we had like 3 guys just going back and forth, right? 3 guys just going back and forth like this. I'm curious if eventually it would just work. Right? Like, all I got to do is have one guy pushing in here, and then one guy pushing in here, and then the other 3 are just like, wee. And maybe with enough time, it'll happen. I'd like to try this and see how it goes. Alternatively, I could just have a guy like kind of snaking around here, but I'm just going to do this. And then do I have it going? Do I have them synced up? That's the real question. Do I have them synced up, or do I have them going opposites? Let's have them synced up. All right, let's see. And then the last 2, I'll just have one guy, like, forget about the other stuff. One guy there. And then I'll have one guy. Oh, but how do we get it into the middle one? That's the question. Like, how do we get it into the middle one? Because the others are going to be Hmm. I mean, I guess if it just gets caught, then we'll find out. We'll find out how this works. Oh, you're right. Have all three of them just be the white ones. That's true. Yeah, you don't even need to use multiple. They can all just go back and forth. And then I guess I could have one guy who's going specifically to the middle on his expedition, and then another guy who's just specifically going to like one side, another guy who's going there, and we'll just see how it all freaking goes, you know? So I'll do like this, and then this, boom, boom, and just see what happens. All right, so she'll be interesting. So we got these guys, and they're gonna go forward, 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 forward. And then do we do a spin, spin, and restart, or do we have them go backwards? Forward, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go backwards 4 and restart, or we do the other way. I don't know. Stagger by 1. But I can't do a stagger by 1, otherwise they won't be going back and forth. It won't work. Oh, unless you're... No, that won't work. They have to all be on the same thing to be the same color. So... I could do and then restart. And then the others will just go to do... I guess I could do the same pattern and just start them one back. Maybe. Perhaps. Or... Wait a minute. Wait. So you're going to go to middle. And I want one to be on the far side. Oh, that's the play. Hold on, let me do that. Actually, no, I can just put dudes the same. Oh, hold on. I don't even need to use different colors, right? I could just do the same one, the same color, and stagger them a little bit, I guess. Yeah, that's all I have to do. Yeah, so you're going to go there. And then you're going to do... I don't know, man. We'll see. See how this freaking goes. It's gonna be a bit silly, but I guess we want to start one back, and I don't know. I'm just gonna spray and pray on this one and see what happens. So it's gonna be we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 on each. 1, 2, 3, and then problem is gonna start. Oh wait, the problem is gonna start pushing them into like. Oh, God. Whatever, man. Oh, I don't mean to do that. Oh, we haven't done the robot placing robot thing, which I feel like probably comes into play on stuff and is beyond my comprehension. One went in. Okay. Wait, what the frick? Oh, it offsets their thing when they... Okay, well, everybody, that's very off. All right. So this then begs the question, is there a way that I could just send these all forward here and then get all the other blocks into position and then they'll get sent back over to here? And maybe do the thing that they need to do. If it's self-destructible, let's start back where it places. I don't know. It's a good question, but we also want it to be going both directions. Okay. So the question is, we could have it go forward, forward, forward. We'd have a wait, right? Wait. We have a wait. While the others get the blocks into position. Okay? So, these guys are gonna... one of them gets it to here. One of them gets it to the middle, and then they're gonna have to back off. This might be doable. We'll see. Let's see. Maybe we can get this. So... let's think about this. We have the actions done on once, and then once these guys get over here, we have a pause again, and then these guys do their thing, and so on and so forth. Maybe, possibly. We'll see. Maybe. Okay, so then the pinks are going to act first. They're going to go 1, 2, 3 each, right? And then they're going to go... But they also have to get back out of the way. And then it's going to be a long pause. All right, so let's see what happens there. That goes there. And that works. So, and then once that is done, we could have them just sitting. And now we start this as boom, 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 boom. And you're going to go how much forward? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Which is good. That's fine. And then at that point, you're going to be at... Okay, no, that could work. That could work. And that gets to the end of the road. Then these are back into position at this point. And then we can have this just loop again. Yeah. And meanwhile, you're going to go over to the next line. And you, on the other hand, are going to go back to here. And then here, we're going to have it be back, back. Or is that what we want? No. We don't want that yet. We don't want that yet. You're going to go there. And then we're going to wait again. And then we're going to go back like that. And then back to white, perhaps. Maybe. Oh my God, it's working, dude. Oh, it's freaking working. Let's go. We're giving... I could actually make it a little bit faster because we're having too much of a pause. But honestly, it's fine. It's fine. Dude, it's going. Let's go. Let's go. Sick maneuvers. I think it could be like 1 action faster. Actually, maybe like 2 or 3 actions faster. But we got this thing, dude. We freaking got this thing. And way faster than the last one as well. But like, God, dude, this is what is the last level? I don't know, man. Last level might be like, hey, if you guys enjoyed this concept, try the last level yourself. Because my brain's not big enough for it, but I'm sure we've got some real smart people out there who can tackle it. All right, look at us go. Last maneuver. Easy. Woohoo. All right, nice. We've done it. Big maneuvers. Okay. I'm a little bit at a loss on this one, if I'm being honest. Like, what do you even do here? How do you get this? I genuinely, I don't know, man. I don't think I can handle this. Like, I don't even know where to start. The last one was a good challenge. This is just push everything. Well, that works for yellow and that works for this, I guess, but it doesn't work for blue. You can't just push everything. What the frick? Yeah, I wonder if you can self-destruct and then like morph to the beginning, but bro. No, but then the problem is they're going to start to pile up. Okay, here's my question. Actually, out of curiosity, let's just say I pushed this out of position and I push this out of position. Like I ran them both. Does it reset everything as soon as it gets in? Okay, it only resets the specific one that you pushed off. Oh my God, dude, how even? Because that means if it only resets the specific one that you pushed off, I guess for pink you could just be looping, right? You just be looping one around and around, and that would be fine. But then how the frick do you do this? Like, you, because all the others are just going to be in the way. Because I guess you could get that. Like, could you like self-destruct it? No, because you self-destruct it. These are going to be in the freaking way now on next one. Oh, I'm sure you can push a stack, right? I think you can push as many as you want, but yeah. So that drops in. But now you have all these freaking things in the way. And you're like, oh, that's great. I guess you could use a couple robots to, like, just get them out. But holy heck. Thinking, okay, so this is easy. You just have one guy looping, right? That would be straightforward. However, this you need a guy to just like get those out. You just need him to get those out of there, right? And then you'd be able to just, if you can self-destruct and loop, so he starts back there, then you might be able to just cycle that one. Or that is a good point. Alternatively, what if you just have like, yeah, you just use the middle row. What if you just use the middle row? Would that be possible? I don't know. I just want to establish expectations that I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to do this. So don't be disappointed if this goes on a little bit more and I go at the end, frick, I got no idea. But we'll see. I want to test something. This is something that probably would have been good to use on prior levels, but I want to test if I blow up the thing when it reaches the end of its path, can it then reset to the beginning, right? So if I delete him and then I make the next step to go back to the beginning, will that work? So like I tell him to go kablooey and then I do that. Will it start from square one? Or what will happen? No. Okay. So once the guy is... So once he's deleted, he is simply deleted. I'm trying to figure out a way where I could, like, without him having to turn around, make it work. Because one thing that could be done here potentially is to take two robots and just push the back row out of the way. Just get the back row, like, over to here, and then have it be deleted. Then we could take the remaining ones and do that, but I have to get him to go back to the beginning. And that's the tricky part about it. So, like, what if I sent this? I could use, okay, so if I did this here and this here, I could just get you to go over. Maybe I change that to orange, and I could get maybe the orange to do that one, and then I would just need the others to work on the other two, perhaps. So I could get... But I want one to self-destruct, though. I could just get him out of the way. That would work. Goodbye to this guy. And then this guy, I could then, as soon as he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, he could then turn 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he could pull a right turn. And he could go forward 1, 2, 3, 4. As well. And then that would... but the problem is... that doesn't help with the looping. Although... Wait a second. If I had him turn, I'm wondering, could I loop it back to the beginning here in a way that would work? No, I don't think there's a way that I could get that to happen? Oh, wait, unless... What if I placed down a new... No, I guess not. So I'd have to basically use the remaining 3 to do a loop and take care of the rest. Or I could do a place down from here. Like one of these guys places down the next robot, maybe. Oh, I have an idea. Okay. I'm going to take that and I'm going to delete it at the end. He's going to go bye-bye. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one here, and then this should be open. I am going to have him turn. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Have him turn and place down another robot. Turn. Place down like that one. And then I can instruct that one to just do a loop on the pink. Perhaps, maybe, possibly. Let me see what happens here. He went one too far. Try this. Okay, that's kind of cool. But then okay, then I could basically make a loop here where this one just runs circles and pushes the pink in on repeat, more or less. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4 forward. This may or may not work, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this may not be viable. Left, forward, left, and then I think it can just do a loop. Right? Let's see. Now this one should just keep pushing pinks in. Okay. That takes care of those. All right. The bigger issue becomes how to do the other ones then. So if we then did this one here, what if here's a crazy idea. What if I get this guy to actually just place everything down? Oh my god. Yeah, if you weren't here at the beginning, you're probably very confused. What if I got you to actually turn in the middle, place one down there? So we just like wait. This could be crazy. Maybe. I'm gonna try something crazy where I just wait for this one to get all that stuff out of the way. And then I'm going to basically have this guy start placing down robots. So what I'll do is I'm going to have him start this way. This will save me trouble. Start that way. And then he'll just start off after a delay of 2. He's going to place down one guy, blue guy here, and then he's going to move over left, and then he's going to place down that guy, and then he's just going to keep moving left a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and then he'll just kablooey himself, right? Oh, frick, I need him to put down pink, right? Duh. And then... All right. This could do something. Maybe. This could work. This could... Wait. No, it's not working. Wait, is it working? No, it's not working. What went wrong? What went wrong? Why did you stop working, Goodly? Oh, you just got placed at the wrong spot. I see. Why did that happen? Oh, yeah. I see the problem. Yeah. And then we go there. Okay. And then you're probably good, right? Okay. Okay. That's more like it. Right. This, on the other hand, though, is like, how are we going to get you to... You know what I could do? No, I don't know what I could do. Wait, if I get... Oh, I have an idea. This guy puts both of them in. So what we do is we bring him to here. He gets the yellow in. Then he goes forward by another. Turns, gets the blue in. And we have to make them loop, though, somehow. But I think it might be possible. Okay. Yeah, let me think about this. Got it. Okay. So idea is, yeah. Instead of you spawning blue, let me just make sure this still does its thing. That'll still do that. I'm going to allocate blue to be back here. And then have blue be, I don't know, spawning yellow in. Oh, so I guess we don't even want it to spawn. We just want that one to spawn pink. So we'll do it that way. You're just going to spawn pink. And then I guess that means we can do the other stuff a little bit quicker. But yeah, I like this. Then we can allocate blue back here. And blue can just summon more of you. Will you be able to go far enough, though? That's the question. I guess I can just have this thing go 5 instead, right? There. And that, so you're going to go there and you're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then self-destruct. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay, and then blue will simply spawn orange. And then... Oh, no, it's going to have to be after a delay, though. So it'll be boom, 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 and then it will spawn orange? And then it will simply repeat itself. Let's see how this goes. I'm sure I've missed something, but... Oh, okay. Okay. That's something. That's something there. Okay, cool. So that works. Now we need to do yellow. We need to do yellow somehow. Or maybe orange can just do the whole path. Can orange do the whole thing to be able to get blue in as well? Because if orange can get blue in, then we're golden. So we could try that. Okay. If orange can get blue in, I got to figure out what the trajectory is going to be. So it'd have to go... it's a little tricky. It is a little... unless... Oh, you know what? No, we just have... We just have freaking orange spawn... Oh, no, but if orange spawns in... Oh, then that's not going to work. Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it. So I have orange now doing a little side nudge here. And I think if we can get the timing right, I can basically have green spawn after orange starts going. Green moves over, pushes, 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 gets blue lined up. Orange does a side nudge, and then we push it in. So it's going to require some timing, but I think we can make it happen. Okay, so green is going to spawn in here. And then we just need to make sure that we use the same amount of time to have him get to there. Orange is going to side nudge. So we basically got to have green spawn from blue, yes. And then green is going to go... heck. So when green starts... So what are we spawning from there? We're spawning orange. Okay, orange just starts. So I need to have you go forward, forward, forward. No, not forward, forward, forward. Oh, the timing on this is going to be tricky. Okay, I think the timing works. Gonna go, that's going to be the movement. And then it goes kablooey. This might work. Looks like a bunch of gibberish if you just join the stream now. This might potentially work. Oh, no, wait. He didn't move it over. Oh, okay. It might still go. It just didn't go on the first one. But wait. Does it work? No. It works every other time. It works every other time. That's fine. That's fine. That is actually fine. It works every other time, and it's still working, though. Holy frick. We freaking got it. We freaking got it. Let's go. Whew. Oh, my God. Okay. Now, obviously, like, the super-duper most efficient method would be making sure every single time that the robot runs, it gets it in. But we made it work. Whew. All right. I was worried if we were actually going to get it, but congrats. You've beaten all 6 levels. Just watch it go. Dang. I'm surprised we managed to make it work. Yeah, when I first saw this, I was like, there's no freaking way, but here we are. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to CaptainSparklez 2, follow at twitch.tv/CaptainSparklez, and that's pretty much it. I'm glad we were able to end up using like all of the different tools because we were kind of just not doing these things before, but at the end we were forced to. Okay, bye-bye.